Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell.
Welcome everybody to a very revealing show, The Masked Singer.
I know exactly who this is. God.
What is up, everyone? I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000's Unmasking the Masked Singer. Now, before we go ahead and get started, remember to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring that notification bell, just so you know when we're coming out with new material like this. Now, we really do thank you for doing that. It helps us, helps the algorithm, all that good stuff, you know. But let's just get on with it now. Tonight is Clueless Night. It's honoring the 30th anniversary of the release of a great 90s movie. Of course, we're talking about Clueless. Not sure how they'll implement it or if it's a clue in and of itself, but we'll find out tonight, I'm pretty sure. Now, we get one new mask tonight and 4 returning masks, but before we go on to them, let's go over who was voted off. As we said, 100% certain, we even said, even though it was the first performance, that we normally don't count those. We said 100%, so certain we were going to count it. It was the Chrisleys. That's who the Croissants were, or Mr. and Mrs. Croissant. It was the Chrisleys, and, the less said about them, the better. But we count it, because we said we would count it. Now, we were wrong about who we thought was going to go home first. It wasn't Al, it was Lahuhu. I do think Lahuhu did a better job than Al, but we'll get to that here in a minute, what we think about that. Now, it was revealed that Lahuhu was Tiffany Haddish. So now we have 4 identities, one of them that they've given to us, and 3 that have been voted off, and we have 1 official right guess with the Chrisleys. So we're going to take it to the bank. This week, we're getting the 4 returning masks, like we said. Snow Cone singing Stronger by Britney Spears. Scarab singing Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Handyman singing Can I Kick It by A Tribe Called Quest. Picasso is singing Fake Plastic Trees by Radiohead. And our new mask, Crane, will sing Whitney Houston's It's Not Right, But It's Okay. Now, we know this because we got that from the official Masked Singer Instagram site. So hopefully, that's correct information. I'm just going to put that little caveat out there. That's what they say. So hopefully that's right. Now, we've already guessed that the handyman is Tone Loc because of the clues like Robert De Niro and Courtney Cox and the license plate that said Ace, and our steadfast rule that if it sounds like the person, it is the person. So yes, it didn't work for David Ortiz, but hey, you know what? Sometimes it isn't 100% right, but this time it is, guarantee it. So we're going to say Tone Loc. Now, Snow Cone, we guess Misha Barton or Heidi Montag. The clues kind of work for both, but we are leaning to Heidi Montag, so that is our official guess, is Heidi Montag. Scarab, we're still certain it's Taraji P. Henson. The Cookie clue, the Brad Pitt and Prince clue, the Golden Globes and Emmy nominations clue, and the hint that if they keep saying her name, like Beetlejuice, it'll finally make her show up. So we're pretty sure that's Taraji P. Henson. Now, we're still guessing that Picasso is Cord Overstreet from Glee. Sounds like him a lot. And a lot of people might be guessing Anthony Ramos. But, the clues are working for both right now. And I am leaning more to Cord Overstreet because of his voice. So again, that voice thing really goes a long way sometimes with guessing. So Picasso is Cord Overstreet right now. We'll check the clues out tonight and we'll see if that continues to be the thing. Now for Crane, who knows? We'll see the clues, and if she stays in the game, maybe we'll get a better guess. But the problem is looking at this group, I would say that unless she's a powerhouse, it's going to be Handyman and Crane going home tonight. But like with Tiffany Haddish, who I thought did a better job than Al, you know what I think. Sometimes these celebrities come on for the show and it's a one-off and they say, hey, listen, I just want to be voted off, or it's an easy thing just to get them voted off. And they say, listen, I can come here for one show. That's it. Can't do more. I don't want to do more. And I think a lot of these guys come on there just to get their face out there, pimp something out. And again, you don't always hear them talk about what they're doing. You can look it up though, and you can kind of guess when these people are to come on because of their new album or a new show or something like that. So, and sometimes it's just to come on and again, publicity. That always helps. So we don't know. If Crane is a powerhouse, I guess she's going to stay, but I just don't foresee Picasso or Scarab or Snow Cone going home. So I think Handyman's definitely going home. We were told 2 people were being voted off tonight. So I'm going to guess that right now that it's going to be Crane and Handyman. And I really don't want to see Snow Cone go home because I think she's doing really well. And I think it's fun. She's a fun person to watch. Scarab, I certainly don't think she's going home. And Picasso, I don't think he's going home. So I'm just guessing here that Crane's going home, but I'm pretty darn sure, almost 100%, that Handyman will go home tonight, and we'll find out who that is. Now, here's a recap. First masks that have been voted off or given to us. They are Catwitch, Kylie Cantrell, no guess, identity is given. Googly Eyes was David Ortiz, Big Papi, no guess, first performance. Mr. and Mrs. Croissant was the Chrisleys. We took that as a guess, and we were correct, so that's a correct guess. And Lahuhu was Tiffany Haddish, no guess, first performance. And then our guesses based off clues so far and how confident we are in those guesses. Of course, Handyman is Tone Loc, 99% sure. Scarab, Taraji P. Henson, 99%. Picasso, Cord Overstreet, 90%. Snow Cone, Heidi Montag, 80%, maybe a little higher, but 80% we'll go with. Queen Corgi is Claudia Oshuri, 99%. Galaxy Girl, Ashley Simpson, 99%. Stingray is Evan Ross, 90%. And Crane is 0% because we have no clue yet. We'll have to see what that is. So that just leaves us with 14 Karat and Pangolin as the remaining wild cards. With all that said, let me know in the comments below who your guesses are for these masks, and let me know if you agree with mine. I mean, you know what? That's what it is. Conversation between the two of us. You can tell me I'm crazy. I'm used to it. That's all right. Now, don't forget again, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for the notifications, and tune in every Tuesday for Unmasking the Masked Singer shorts, and then on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central for Unmasking the Masked Singer. With that said, guys, I am Chris Knight. This is The Real Review 3000, and I am officially out of here.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and The Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach The Ego, use the Twitter handle @TheEgo5150.